and we are going to Wabansia.
Oh, perfect. This is the house that has all the crazy levels in it, right?
Yeah. So this house is built in 1991. Seems like it's kind of new, right? But it's super 80s. This is Bucktown. Bucktown is where it's at. It's a perfect mix for starter families and millennials and cool kids like me. I mean, it's just got everything. So I think it's the hottest neighborhood in Chicago. Asking price on this guy is $899. Single family homes in this area run from $600,000 to $900,000, so this one's running on the high side. That price freaks me out. Look at it.
Beauty.
It's just awful. What do you think?
So ugly. Before this, they probably tore down a cool, small cottage-style home,
Yeah.
which was probably from 1890s.
Somebody tore it down and built this huge stucco monster. Hands down the ugliest house I've ever seen.
Currently, per City of Chicago code, you can't even have open risers anymore. They're like, oh man, it's gonna be all open. But now I'm like, oh, it's a hazard.
This is clearly the dining room. Love this window. The ceiling height's cool. Oh my God, this is actually the kitchen.
Just a little guy.
It's like a restaurant, almost. Like order number 10. What is it? Look at this little staircase, this tiny little staircase.
I've always kind of wanted to be able to walk right into my sink. You know, like,
That is sunken down. This is raised up. There's levels everywhere. This is huge.
it's nice.
You could do an outdoor kitchen up here. You could do an outdoor seating area, and that is a huge selling point.
And it's pretty private too.
Manageable. All right, let's go up this beautiful, grand, awful staircase. This is just a death trap. I mean, I can't even imagine if I had my doggies here.
We've got 2 bedrooms on this level.
This is not the master. This has to be a secondary.
Yeah.
2 closets, bifold. Teeny bedroom.
Little bedroom.
Little closet, no bathroom.
Little guy.
So what is it? This is the master. This can't be the master. Oh, this is the closet. I mean, this is weird. Glass block, plastic floor here.
Oh my God, is that water?
Wait, is it?
No, it's a plastic.
What do you mean it's plastic? It's not plastic.
Oh my God, is
That's
that water? That's water.
That is water. Oh my God. That's not just water, that is a lot of water. Look at this. Oh!
It's like a swimming pool.
So my first thought is that it's a sump pump issue. That would be our best case scenario, but my other concern is that it could be an actual foundation issue. And if it's a foundation issue, it's a much bigger, longer, more expensive fix.
If it could be what we imagine this being, I'm into it. Downstairs is a huge problem. That water, I don't know what it is. You have no idea what it is, but like worst case scenario, what is that gonna cost to fix?
I mean, that could be as much as $10,000.
With everything else, putting that extra bedroom, carpet, moving the wet bar, the bathroom, what do you think total is for downstairs?
$55,000.
So 55,000, then you're throwing in another 10 with the water damage. So 65,000 downstairs, 55,000 for the outside, 80 G's for the main floor, $5,000 in the back deck, 60,000 upstairs, that's total of,
$260,000.
so 260,
I think we can get it for right around $780,000.
780, then 260, we're at $1,040,000. What do you think we could sell for?
Right around 1.3 million.
That's still a good profit. That's
Yeah,
260.
That's great. That's just the water thing freaks me out. I mean,
That freaks me out. My shoe's still wet. So we offered $780,000, and after some negotiations, we got it. It's a weird house, but I'm ready to make it less weird and absolutely something that people want to live in. We're also, not so skeptical about the basement because it was a sump pump problem, so the flooding wasn't a really big concern.
The backup power for the sump pump went out and it just couldn't keep up, so some water got in. These are all things that I can repair, but as usual, it's just more money that we've got to add to our budget. We decided to buy the property anyway. We love this area.
It's my favorite street, I think, in Bucktown. We have to demo the kitchen first. Once we get it out, then we can reimagine what this whole space looks like and then get this thing open because this then becomes the new kitchen.
up here, the first thing to do is let's start by taking up all the carpet, and then let's start taking apart all the bathrooms.
And then all the interior walls on the second floor.
Could check to make sure what kind of trusses are up there.
These trusses go full span throughout the whole house, so all of these walls are just partition walls, which is good.
Okay.
After our delightful day of finding water down here, it's actually not that bad.
I think they got to it fast enough where it's like there's not that much damage.
Yeah,
Plus, we're doing new flooring down here anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
$1,700 Wabansia has a terrible exterior and one of the strangest interior layouts I've ever seen. So I'm gonna add some major curb appeal and make sure all of the levels inside flow perfectly together. On the exterior, we'll rip off the dated stucco facade and replace it with some beautiful white brick and custom-made shutters. Inside, on the main level, I'll get rid of the weird bay window and add a custom stone fireplace that looks out into a living and dining area. We'll raise that sunken galley kitchen to create an open floor plan that leads into a dining nook. I'll add a huge custom island, high-end appliances, and backsplash tile. The kitchen will now flow directly out onto the roof deck over the garage, which we'll totally redesign to provide tons of outdoor living space. Upstairs, we'll add 2 guest bedrooms and finally give this place a true master suite, complete with a custom-made headboard wall, a master closet, and windows that look out onto the street. Finally, on the garden level, we'll add a 4th bedroom, a bathroom, and in the basement below, an upscale wine room modeled after what I have in my own house. I just want to give it back the love that it deserves. So to be able to kind of create a new elevation that looks like what it would have been is the goal.
One of the things that we're dealing with today is working to get rid of these weird angles, right?
Right.
Clearly, we are having some issues. I mean, ductwork is just coming
Out of everywhere. Every little bump out makes it feel smaller.
Yeah. The mid-level of the house, they actually broke up trusses, so we've got to re-support those walls with interior walls. So ultimately, the goal is to raise the kitchen, have it on the same level as some sort of a dining room area. Really trying to make this whole first floor more open. Right now, it's too broken up. A lot's happened so far at 1700 Wabansia. The interior's completely cleared out, reframed. We're getting ready to start plumbing and HVAC work. We started our electrical work upstairs. I got a call from one of my guys that there's some substantial water damage, which has also led to quite a bit of mold. We've got some damaged sheathing up there. This is not good. This plywood's totally shot. Then over here we have some mold. This is all just completely rotted out. After looking at all the sheathing and seeing that it's got some mold on it, we really need to do an entire new roof. My number one fear whenever doing these buildings is water. Typically, a roof would be one of the first things I would look at, and I just missed it.
Cabinet day. Have you seen these?
No.
How cool is that? I mean, this is a big change from the last kitchen. The last kitchen was below us. You digging it?
Yeah.
Normally, I'll do like a stark white. I feel like the house is gonna be really white on the outside, almost like a silvery white. And then look at this. This is our powder room. So like a little punch of color right when you walk in the door.
Yeah, I love that emerald green.
And then this is our wet bar downstairs. Tying back in the black from all of the trim that we're gonna have on the outside. Little burn through, so kind of keeping with that rustic cottage feel. And then come up here. You're gonna have all this stair rail that Ari's gonna build. So it's gonna be like open, so wood, cable, and then let's say now I'm a really tall guy. This is still a cool kitchen.
Yeah.
Like the kitchen table. I got the fridge wall here. You're gonna have that hood here, so that'll be plaster, a little bit of detail.
What's your plan for the countertops?
So it's gonna be kind of like a white, like a creamy white with a little veining, beautiful manufactured stone. I've got Ari doing beams, okay? So the beams are gonna probably continue all the way out, and I was gonna put one beam here, a cross beam.
The only thing right now that I'm hesitant about design-wise would be the faux ceiling beams. These were not originally part of the design budget.
And then I've got this thin veneer that I'll put between it.
She's going a little overboard.
Little wainscot. I think for a home like this that has so many levels, you have to create kind of a sight line that focuses you on one level. So when you come in, it almost stabilizes that first level. The brick on the facade,
Yeah.
I want to take around on this east side, the whole wall.
I didn't even intend on putting siding on the side.
I know it's going to, cost us more money, but
I just care about the fact that there's no money. And like, I can't just make it grow.
I know that I'm doing brick, so he's just going to have to figure it out. I thought I was coming here saving you money, not spending more money.
You have never stepped foot on a job site and save me money. We need to look at some of the recent items, and we need to eliminate some.
The tongue and groove between the beams, that was something that's really very expensive. That's more expensive than the beams.
Yeah.
So if I cut that right there, that's like 10 grand. But this is a must for me. Curb appeal is way more important to me than tongue and groove in, you know, my great room.
Okay. We'll make the house better. That way we're just done with it.
Yeah, but all of it will be the same white.
Yes.
Okay. 1700 Wabansia is moving along. Ari and I have the headboard wall in the master bedroom installed. Brickwork started, scaffolding's up. We have ripped off the facade and we are now rebuilding the facade and the east side with brick.
Flooring is in, stairs are in. Tile work should be done in the next day or so.
Ari's putting up my beams. I think it's perfect. The finish that I picked is like there, but not there. It definitely brings the eye up, but I don't think it brings the ceiling down.
No.
Beams just change the whole look of this house. I love the fact that I chose this dimension on the beams. Went with like 3 inches. I didn't want the ceiling beams to make the ceiling seem lower.
So we're wrapping up 1700 Wabansia. It's definitely time to get this thing done and sold and hopefully get our money back. The water issues in the basement and garage cost us $80,000. We had some design changes, mistake with the archway brick, and the holding cost and investor fees from finishing so late. It all adds up to $250,000, which doubled the renovation cost. This was a hard project. We basically had to fix everything that happened, completely over budget, but everything was done completely by the book. I mean, the house is basically brand new. Cost a lot of money. Hopefully we get a lot of money for it.
You need shutters, we got shutters.
Going full-blown exterior, shutters. I got the custom planters made. I'm gonna do beautiful flowers outside of the windows. This house is practically done. I'm feeling real good about it.
Unfortunately, between the reno, the holding, and investor costs, we spent close to $520,000. Allison wants to ask 1.4 million. I think 1.35 is probably a little more realistic, knowing that we need to move this house quick.
It is absolutely night and day. I feel like we've brought it back to that kind of city cottage feel that it once was. The black and white theme is so hot right now in real estate. I feel like people just don't see it in the city, and so they're loving it. It feels more suburban, but you're right in the heart of Bucktown. I love the shutters, I love the planter boxes. I love the arched front door. I love how it ties into the arched center window. I know that the people coming to see this house are gonna appreciate those moments. The transformation in the main room is, to me, it's my favorite. Just the picture window, and you really get this sense of just belonging in the neighborhood. And you've got this awesome fireplace that mimics the white brick on the exterior of the home.
Yeah, it's so clean and open.
It's cool. And then you wrap around to a formal dining room, which again has a big picture window. You've got your kitchen that's, it's not super big, but it feels big with the color choice. I went with a lighter tone cabinet. So cabinet panels over the appliances. So the only standout piece there is the range. The showstopper is the patio. It's right off the kitchen, so the grill's right there. You've got tons of square footage there, and so you really can make that such a great entertaining spot. And everything's right at your fingertips. That is a huge selling point.
I'd love to have a party. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just so easy to use it, right? So
It's right off the dining.
And then going downstairs to the next level in the basement. A real hangout for you, the kids. I mean, I think it's a family home. And then you've got this awesome area with a wet bar, beverage center, and then like a game table. And then you walk down into the next basement, which is this awesome wine cellar. And the built-in itself is absolutely awesome.